Firstly, this is not to add more hype to Damac Islands. Here we'll be checking the hype that it has got now, is it actually worth it or not? If you've heard anything about Damac Islands, you would have heard about the record-breaking sale of Damac Islands 1. 10 billion AED worth of sale in 10 hours. 3,100 units sold out. But that was the story of Damac Islands 1. Would that story be applicable for this new launch? Let's look into it objectively. Before you decide whether to spend more of your time listening to this project, you should be aware of two basics. Firstly, about Damac. If you are new to the market, you would have heard Damac is the biggest private developer in the market, only second to EMAR in terms of market share. All these are true, but this is also true that Damac does not have a great reputation in the market. Suppose you spent crores and crores of your hard-earned money, purchased a home, and in the first rain, your home has a water leakage. Another scenario, you purchased a home and you had everything set to move in by the promised date and the handover delays for 2 years. These things have not helped Damac with their image. But all of this is in the past. Damac have significantly changed, their operations have changed, ownership changed, but they are not still fully recovered from the bad image. Secondly, about the townhouse market. The property market can be broadly classified into two, the apartment market and the villa market. The townhouse market can be a sub-market of this villa market. There is a large group of people who want to upgrade from the apartments for better privacy, but they don't want to spend too much and get a villa. For them, townhouse becomes the perfect option. So there is this huge demand created by such group of people, and there is very less supply of such units. Now you know the very basics. The product is a townhouse from Damac. If Damac as a brand does not interest you, if townhouses does not make sense to you, you need not watch the rest of the video. Again, the purpose of this video is not to say this is the only good project in the market and somehow sell it. If you want a home, there are other projects in the market that we can consider. If you're looking for investment, there are other projects, of course, and there are other markets you can consider than the property market. But if these basics, Damac and townhouses, make sense to you, stick with me. Let's take a deeper look. First of all, we need to clear two misconceptions you might have about this project. Firstly, don't get confused by the name. It's given the name Damac Islands because the idea is to bring an island living to the desert. And also it's inspired by island destinations around the world. If from going through brochures and videos you have a picture that it is surrounded by man-made pools, it is wrong. It's basically a very big lagoon and townhouses around it. Second thing, if you ask someone where Damac Islands is, you might get the answer that it's on the Emirates Road, that is the E611. But you should understand that it does not have a direct access to Emirates Road. This is the Emirates Road and here will be Damac Islands, and it will not have a direct access to E611. If you want to access E611, you will have to take the Al Qudra Road and go like this. So far the discussion was mostly about the negative things about this community, but still this community is in very high demand. Why is that? It's simply because this community have enough positives to overpower these negatives. First and foremost, the biggest positive is that this is a townhouse project. So this is a chart showing apartment sales outcome. This is straight from DXP Interact, which sources data from DLD, the Land Department. And in the yellow, you can see that people who have made losses. Green is for the profit makers and blue is for the break-even ones. You can see in 2020 and 2021, people have made losses, and you know the reason, due to the COVID situation. And then the market recovered by 2024 and 2025. People have made more profits. Over 70%, 77% people exited at profit. This is a good situation until you see the outcomes of the villa market. Now this is the outcome of the villa and townhouse market. You can see by 2024 and 2025, over 90% people, 94, 91% people exit at profit. This is why all the investors are after townhouses and villas. There is a huge demand and there is a very low supply. And that's why villas and townhouses are an easy investment choice compared to apartments. Unless you are making a very, very wrong choice, chances are you will be exiting at a good profit. The second positive is the location. When you are making a real estate investment, the first thing you should be confident about is the location. And in that aspect, we can say Damac Islands are very well placed. It is in the suburban area, a bit away from the rush of the city, but not too far off to the desert. 30 minutes to the downtown, almost the same distance to the Dubai South area. You can say you are between the new downtown and the old downtown, and under 15 minutes to the Al Maktoum Airport, which is going to be the world's largest airport. And also this is not in an underdeveloped area. There are active and ready communities around it where people are living happily, so you won't feel like you're driving through a desert to reach your home. Third is its unique theme. In the suburban area, there are many ready communities and there are more communities underway, but all of them or most of them has a green theme, meaning it's a forest themed community, but whereas Damac Islands is a water themed, lagoon themed, blue themed community, you can say. Fourth, the amenities. It has a lot of water themed and lagoon themed amenities. I will not be listing all of it, but it's enough to give you a resort style living and a vacation home feeling every day. Lastly, and the main positive is the pricing. When its surrounding communities like Cherry Woods and Town Square is selling at 1,370, Damac Islands, a brand new community, is giving you at 1,250 per square feet or below that. So this is the pricing of Damac Islands 2. Damac Islands 2, there are no 3-bed options. What they have is 4-bed and 5-bed. And the starting price of 4-bed is 2.75 million and 5-bed starts at 3.75 million. To know why Damac Islands 2 is called an affordable option, you should take a look at the prices of the valley. There they have 3 and 4-bed options. The 3-bed goes at 3.1 million and the 4-bed goes at 4.2 million. To get a 3-bed in valley, you have to pay more than what you would pay for a 4-bed in Damac Islands 2. So this is why Damac Islands 2 is called an affordable option. Okay, now before you think the valley is so overpriced, you should take a look at the sizes. So you can see the 3-bed in the valley is bigger than the 4-bed in the Damac Islands. So it's not that one is good or one is bad. So it has two different characters. One is an affordable small townhouse option. The other is a spacious bigger townhouses. So you'll have to pay a more amount for that. And of course there is a brand premium of MR. Now let's say you invested 2.75 million and took a 4-bed townhouse unit in Damac Islands 2. That is, you entered at 1,245 per square feet today. And let's take a look at the best and worst case that can happen. So in our best case, the price goes up to 1,500. It can go beyond that per square feet, but conservatively our best case would be 1,500. You entered at 1,245. Okay, so then there is two scenarios. One, you sold it just prior to the handover. The handover will be in the end of 2029. And the second case, you sold after handover. So when you sell before handover, your sale price, if you're selling at 1,500, it will be 3.3 million. The amount paid, you would have paid 70% by now in a 70-30 payment plan, which will be 1.9 million, and your profit will be 1.38 million profit, which means the appreciation will be 72%. Now, let's say you sold after handover, which means you paid the full amount. You paid the full 2.75 million. Again, your sale price will be 3.3 million, amount paid 2.75 million. Then your profit will be 562,000. You will make a good appreciation of 20%. Okay. Or if that appreciation was not enough for you, there's an option to rent it out and you can exit when it seems right. Say in the worst case, it only went up to 1,300. That is a very, very conservative measure. It's already at 1,245 and currently the ready communities around it is selling at 1,370. Anyways, we'll take a worst case of 1,300. Okay. Now, if you sell before handover, you'll be selling at 2.8 million and the amount paid will be 70% with the 70-30 payment plan, 1.9 million, and then also your profit will be 945k and you will make a good appreciation of 49% in the worst case if you sell before handover. Now, in the worst of worst cases, say it only went up to 1,300 per square feet and you have to sell after handover. Then your sale price will be again 2.87 million. You would have paid 2.75 million by then, which is the full amount, and your profit will be 120k. You will get an appreciation of 4%, but in that situation, of course, you'll not be selling it out unless it's a distress sale. You'll of course rent it out and again sell it at a point when you feel right. To conclude, Damac Islands is a very good project. If you're an end user, it is totally up to you. If you like the water theme, the small size are okay for you, go for it. But if you're an investor, you should be careful because this is going to be a very dense community. So choosing the right unit is the key. If you choose the right unit, it will bring you a fortune. But if you land in the wrong ones, you might regret. So when choosing the unit, go for the unit that has a good entry and exit point, which are closer to the amenities, or try to get a corner plot. So if you want any more information on this project, you can contact me. Or if you're considering any other real estate investment in Dubai, again, you can contact me. My contact details are in the description. Thank you for watching.